Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's streams. Nice seeing a couple people already in here. How's everyone's day going? What are you guys up to? Anything fun? It's kind of nice to get on and live stream twice this week. It's been sad not live streaming for a while, but it's nice being back here with you guys. I've been working on some other stuff with lately I've been doing the Skia stuff, and I want to jump back into that later and do some more with Figma Sharp. But right now, someone messaged me today and was like, hey, we're using SimpleAuth and we're worried about the new App Store restrictions of it uses a web view on iOS, and that just doesn't work. Apple's giving you warnings, and soon they're going to actually block you for doing that. So today I want to spend some time and work on SimpleAuth. It's been a while since I've worked on SimpleAuth. It's the problem with when you write a nice, concise, good library, they just eventually don't need updated much. They just work until certain standards change, like can't use a web view anymore. So we're going to do a little bit on there and remove that, change a couple defaults there. So that will be a slight breaking change. There's also some re-architecture stuff that I want to do. And that's only going to be a breaking change on iOS, and it's a required one because Apple's forcing our hand there. But I want to also do a little bit more re-architecture and some of the other re-arch stuff. I want to make sure I don't do any breaking changes. That's my goal, to do it without breaking the API. But SimpleAuth really was designed around REST APIs and JSON, and it was pretty hard-coded to that. So I want to kind of break away from that mold of being hard-coded to JSON because, there's so many other options now. So I want to make it to where you can still use the same exact API, but you can pass in your own serializer, and then that will take care of converting the values to and from whatever. It'll just deal with that for you. So that way when we're sending these responses, it'll go to and from, probably we'll do it from the stream, to and from a stream. So your job would be to read and write from a stream. This will also be a performance boost as well. So doing that should boost our performance on our JSON stuff. Because right now the JSON stuff is being a little inefficient. It's going to strings and dealing with strings everywhere. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Unless there's something else, I think I'm going to jump right in. Let's start looking at SimpleAuth's code. And like I said, it's been a while since I've opened this. I just made sure I had the latest version on my... Oh, no signal. Let me plug in. I forgot to test this. Hold on. Hopefully in just a second we'll get screens. Screens are flashing, so something's loading. Hey, there we go. There we go. Much better. All right. Much better. All right. So all I've done is go and I made sure I'm on the latest version of SimpleAuth. I just cloned the latest one. I was a little out of date, and it was backed by one pool. It was just a README that I was off on. So without further ado, let's start digging in. So for those of you who haven't used SimpleAuth is a really, really simple API. I think it's simple for using, doing any authentication. I use it for even all my API requests, even if I'm not doing, do I not have samples in here? Oh, that's the wrong one. All right, so I do have some samples in here. Let's launch some samples. I just want to do a quick overview before we jump into the code. And actually, we should be running the samples one anyway, because we can do that. Let's let it think. And I'd like to redo this so it's a lot easier. Because if we use like the .NET SDK or MS Build SDK stuff, we can make this a lot simpler, get it like 1 or 2 projects rather than 10 or 20, however many that is. All right, so let's go to this and let's look at the sample. All right, so to do basic authentication, you can have it do basic authentication against any API. Like here, I'm doing the GitHub URL against basic. Then all you do is you just create it and then you make API calls. For Google, you can just say, hey, new Google API key. Hey, nice. Glad you like my green screen setup. I do it once in a while. I don't always do the green screen. It's nice when I do. My office is kind of a mess. So that's the main reason that I have not cleaned or that I'm using my green screen. My office is in a bad state, a real bad state. So yeah, green screen. Okay, so all you need to do is you pass in an identifier. This can be your own whatever. It's to keep track of the instance of that API. So for Gmusic, I allow you to log into multiple accounts. So for me, I just pass in an integer, whichever count that corresponds to my database of what accounts are logged in. So 1, 2, 3, it really doesn't matter. So whatever you want. And it will cache all of the data based on that key. After that, you'll notice I'm passing in the credentials, the secrets. And these are ones that are just to a public, ones that say don't use this. If you try authorizing it, it says this is a demo, don't use it. But yeah, so hopefully people don't actually use these keys. They don't really do much, but there's dummy keys I created, and that's it. And I have the Google API reset data just to show I also realized that's a bad name, so I added logout as well. Same difference. It just logs you out. That's it. And then you just make API calls. You'll notice inside of here for Google, I say, hey, well, there's the logout, await Google authenticate. You don't even have to call authenticate. You can just do await Google API.get and just do a get request. And by default, all requests are authenticated. So I can say get. If you do it without it, it's just going to return a string, the response of that. So we can just say, hey, go get this thing. Super, super simple, right? And we can just pass in whatever our URL is. And then from that, there is an authenticated equals false. So then it will not require authentication and it won't go reauth everything. But authentication is set to true by default. So all you have to do is make API calls and it will automatically present the UI. It caches the tokens, it refreshes them. You don't have to think about when should I present this UI to my users. It just does it, which is the beautiful thing about SimpleAuth. So you just have to pass in a few things and say run. And that's it. All right. Now, what we were talking about doing was going in and actually fixing iOS, because iOS does have a default of a web view. There's a couple other things in here. There is the web view. And this web window, I switch it to that web authenticator. We're just going to be deleting this code because it doesn't need to exist anymore because Apple won't let us. All right, so this creates a new UI view, and we have it in both the web view and window. I switched to doing the window because it's better, but let's just delete stuff. Goodbye, web view. They replaced it with the Safari stuff, and so right now I do have all the Safari SF Authenticator stuff. And all you have to do is call activate, and I'm probably going to just make it the default, just make it automatically authenticate. And then it will throw errors on people if they have not filled it out. All right, so let's just try building now. And our building's going to blow up. So sad. So sad. One build error. Only one. Doing good. All right. That right there. So now right here, we are going to switch this to topic needs updated. That topic. Right. Let me see if this thing's still fixed. I broke it once. I was like, oh yeah, that topic. Okay. So let's do, I haven't used this in a while. Wasn't it called topic? And then or was it -M? I don't remember. Response. Twitch is not updated. This uses SimpleAuth. SimpleAuth should have messaged me and fixed it. It's all right. It'll still update the text. We'll need to fix that. I don't know why it didn't update. Because on 401 unauthorized, it's supposed to then do the reauth loop. And it should have then asked me in here to type in, give me a URL and done all that. All right. So in here, we should be able to just go to native Safari authenticator.activate. All right. That might have been all we had to do. Uh-oh. Ah. All right. Oh, my 1Password stuff. Yeah, 1Password doesn't have all that now. I forgot I did all that. 1Password doesn't, we don't even need the 1Password stuff anymore. It's pointless. Because if you're not integrating... Yeah, it's not needed because if you're not showing a web view inside the app, why would you need to... The SF Safari view will do all the 1Password integration. Sad. Let's delete it. Sad deleting some things sometimes, but sometimes it's needed. All right, now this is my sample freaking out, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. And I don't need to call that one anymore. I think we may have done the update. WebView's dead. Now the WebView, for some reason, back in the day, I wonder if they fixed it, but you couldn't do real OAuth with Instagram. So Instagram forced the old school stuff. I wonder if it still does. We should test some Instagram stuff. All right. So, hey, here's the SimpleAuth app. So I can click Authenticate. Uh-oh. Keychain error. The new version of the Google SDK. We're getting a keychain error. Very interesting. Okay, so it's telling me I need to update to the new, because this is using the Google iOS. Let's just update stuff while we're in here. And I can disable that native one. So there's a couple things that I do with SimpleAuth. You have the basic SimpleAuth, which just lets you works everywhere. But then there are specific ones for like Google iOS that uses their actual Google iOS login. Wow, it requires Firebase now. Yeah, so you don't have to use all that crap. And maybe on our sample, we'll disable that really quick. Let's disable it and see if it runs, because that's what I wanted to test anyway. And actually, let's remove this Google API reset. We have a reset button. Why would I force reset? No, I don't have my keycaster on. Whoa, hey. Native sign-in delegate thing doesn't exist. We just updating that broke something. All right, so let's go check out that new API. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. Let me go into our sample and remove that so it doesn't need to build that. And then we'll fix that one because I do want that fixed. Hey, native linking errors. What's it freaking out about? I'm not using anything native in there. Let me clean all. Delete bin obj folder. It's got some old something. I bet that's what it was. And then we removed it and no. All right. I was expecting this to be easy, fast, done, tested. Now it's going to freak out that this does not need to restore packages. Oh, let's remove that. The Google sign-in package. The different versions. I bet that's what the problem was. I still had that added there. All right, that's what it was. All right. Okay, perfect. That's what I'd expect to see, right? And now it's like, hey, you're going to do that. And we say yes, and then we get this nice little pop-up. SimpleAuth sample, you can sign in. Perfect. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's go fix Google sign-in now. Well, actually, let's commit. Whoa, that just broke a lot of things. All right, I hate all these designer things. We're not going to check any of those in. I'm not going to fix that one yet. We will check that in. I'm not going to do all that nonsense. That's from me messing. Oh no, I did just delete that project, so I do need to do this. Because I deleted the one pass. So we're going to do that for now. Goodbye, web window. You served us well. Goodbye, one pass. You also served us well. All right, I think that's all the main changes. This one too. We'll deal with that in a minute. Not checking all that resource nonsense. But we do need that one. Okay. All right. Push that up. All right. Now let's go let's revert this change now. All right, that's done reloading. Let's go update its package. See what goes on with that. And we're probably should go update the Android ones as well. Let's get all this stuff up to date. Sometimes it's so hard not to sing along when I get a good song going. Hopefully you guys have good music. All right, let's run this. Do my sound effects work? The other day they didn't. They totally don't. What'd I do to my sound effects? I know what it is. Let me fix that. All right.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Good, I fixed them. All right. Deployment failed. I didn't even deploy. I was updating. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Android, minimum SDKs. I didn't even touch Android. And I'm not even building Android. Let's reload the solution. All right. So Ben's talking in chat. Everyone else is quiet. Anyone else doing anything fun? How's life, guys? I'm just sitting here reloading projects, not even doing anything interesting. What are you guys up to? Deployment failed. Oh no, it did switch to Droid. It did that when never mind. I see. That's on me. I wonder why I had that. Why I had both. Okay, that does exist. Nice. I have never really played Flight Simulator. Oh, they changed. They removed the UI from it. Did you lose something fun? What? What? Can you have chocolate? No, you don't need hot chocolate. Kids asking for chocolate and hot chocolate. All right. Ooh, it does not take 0 arguments. What's the new one take? Go to sign in. Something's changed on this class. I don't see the constructor though. All right, sign in, sign in. No, where's the real one? Is the new binding bad? They may have changed a lot on me. All right, let's go check some docs. All right, Google Sign In SDK. All right. Let's make this bigger. So let's read the docs. Oh, use the shared instance now. That's the difference. There we go. Shared instances. Use the client ID property instead. Wait, what? Sign in. Sign in.client ID is wrong. Use the client ID property instead. Oh, lowercase? Really? Why? Just leave it. Just leave it. I don't even know what to say there. Yes, of course, I will change that. Know why that was an async void? Use handle URL. So why not use the one that passes in the object? All right. That's really all they want? They don't want any of the extra data, because why would they? Hey, Brian. I just haven't got my hair cut in a long time. So back when I met my wife, I actually had short hair and I had dyed it for the first time in my life. I dyed it right before, like, I don't know, a couple weeks before I met her. And I dyed it like jet black. Like it was totally emo jet black, but it was like the short, like I normally wear it. And then she had me wear it long like this, like she had me grow it out. And then she's like, wait, your hair's not black? And she had me re-dye it for the first couple of years. And so I used to have like this hair, way skinnier, like really skinny and like pitch black. And it was not like a real black. It was pitch black. It was totally emo. Then we had kids and she stopped caring how I looked. Because, yeah, we have kids and they're more fun to dress and take care of. And now she doesn't even like to buy me clothes anymore. That's why I only wear tech shirts. Oh, well. All right. So, and Brian, how far out are we on web support? Because I want to add SimpleAuth support. I am so ready for web support. Did I miss the update from Wilderness Labs? Oh, it's working end to end? Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you guys were in some... I didn't think it was released yet. Once it's released, I'm going to do another one of these, and we're totally going to add support. SimpleAuth needs to work there. All right. Oh, okay, so where was I? Okay, let's check this out. Air feed temperature. Oh, so this is coming directly from one of your things, I'm guessing. That's awesome. Hold on, guys. Speaking of my wife, she's calling. I gotta answer this really quick.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
All right, I'm back. That's exciting. That's all log for Meadow. Well, that's fun. Air temperature, so in Celsius. That's quite the... Is this an outside temperature, I'm guessing? That's quite the range. Well, I'm excited to play with it on this. That's in his house? It's drastic ranges. I mean, I guess 4 or 5 degrees isn't that much, but it feels a lot when you're living that. All right, so I think I fixed everything. Let's go turn this back on. We'll test that out. I think that's it. Facebook login's probably out of date too. Well, I'm excited. Yes, HTTPS is required. Oh, come on. Why am I getting linking errors? I should not have to deal with any of that. All right, so this has a package of Google Sign in there. Let's make sure it has the same version on our sample. Same version. We might not be updating to the new version because merged conflicts are never fun. Never fun. Hey, you can ship without documentation, kind of. Be odd for you to do that of anybody, but hey, I feel you on the merge conflicts. There's a lot of us anxiously waiting though, so I was trying to think of the way I'd do that for the Meadow. So I have console login. So I don't want to fix this Google stuff right now because that's pointless. Let's open up a new instance of VS really quick. And I want to show I need to fix this anyway, because when I tried tweeting, it didn't work. So let's go to open a solution. Somewhere in my project folder, there is stream helper. Don't pay attention to the names of any of these projects. Who knows what's in there? So I might do something like this. Oh, why do I have wasted space? All right. So inside of here, I have a basic auth controller. And this basic auth controller jumps in there and it actually asks you like username and password. We don't need the basic one, but that's for console, right? I also have one for the console. So this is all console based. So it'll give you the URL and it tells you, well, let's update .NET version. Let's go crazy. Let's go .NET 5. All right. So right now, the nice thing with the architecture is I can just send in a new authenticator. It's got to do all its package restores. It's freaking out on me. Restore packages. Build errors. I just changed it. Let's just do 3 if it's going to be a pain. All right, I'm going to restart solution. So I'm thinking of doing something like this for Meadow. So when we're logging into Meadow, I'll do... The thing is getting the credentials back and forth on device because it's a headless device, right? So we could do something to where we give you a URL right there on it. But while debugging, we could just print to the output. There's got to be something I can do. Any thoughts on that, Brian? I could do something to where it will tell you into the console the URL. So I'm thinking about how I'm going to do. So right now, this is my authentication for console, right? Which is easy. I just give you the URL and then I say copy and paste this into a browser and then copy and paste the response URL back into the console. I'm going to need to do something like that for Meadow at some point, I'm guessing. So I think I can do something to where if you're debugging, you'll get that thing, you'll get something in the output, or maybe we can do it to where it posts data back and post, or we're on a web server on it. Exactly. Then I can just post to and from it. That's kind of, yeah. So yeah, if we run a really simple web server, the web server can just have a login you go to, it'll pop up, ask you, give it a little UI, you click on login, does all the redirect, we'll even redirect back to that, and then would auto work. That should do it. So yeah. It's true, you don't really even need UI, just an API. All right, so let's just jump back over to our sample where we're at. I'm not going to finish this crap. I know I need to spend more time with the dev kit. My kids are starting to do, like, getting into some of the programming and robotic stuff. So I think it'd be really fun to use the Meadow kit with that, play with them with that and build some stuff. All right, yeah, I'm not finding the linker right now. Goodbye, Google. Those are some minor changes. I'll have no issues updating those. But I'm going to talk to John and see why that stuff's broken. All right, see you later, Brian. Thanks for hanging out. Excited for web support. If you haven't got a Meadow board, though, guys, definitely go check them out. Wilderness Labs. These things are awesome. I did one a while ago making it work in VR, which was fun. But Jeff, definitely check out the Meadows. That's what we were talking about. It's really awesome. All right, so let's jump back over to what we're doing. All right, I was going to update that Google. That didn't work. We can update Facebook login or any of the other ones. Or we can work on the re-architecture because there's some re-architecture stuff I want to do. I can show you the re-architecture stuff that I want to deal with. So at the very root of the API, dealing with this, we can make this better. So I have this deserialize, and the data is a string. Right now, everything's a string. And we can make it to where we're not turning things to strings. I want to make it to where this probably needs to go away, and or we'll keep it and we won't use it anymore. I'd like to avoid breaking the public API. I think I can do it without breaking the public API. But even this, serialize object, this should pass in, the deserialize should pass in the request, and the response to serialize should pass in, no, this should get the response, this should pass in the request. And if we change that, and we also make it an easy way to handle what the serializer is, that should be good, because then you can use any type of serialization method. Right now it's only JSON, which I don't like. And we can make it to where it's not to strings, because if we're passing the request and we're deserializing directly from the request, then yeah, it's super, super easy. And I'll still leave these public to where if you don't do anything, we'll return the string. But I want to make this a little bit better. And we can do this at the root. The problem is I do think we use that encode decode for JSON stuff, because OAuth uses that. So we need to make sure we don't lose the JSON. JSON's going to be the default. But even if you do an OAuth API and then you want to do the data after the fact with a different not JSON, so blanking right now what the Google stuff is, but a binary format at some point, we still need the JSON because, yeah. What were those things called? My brain. All right, so the serialize and deserialize, not decode. So I'm still using this for OAuth responses. So that probably should stay the way it is because we are going to do that. But again, here, I should just be saying deserialize, pass in that response. Actually, I got an idea. So let's come in here. Let's work on this. I've got ideas. So let's create, maybe we do a folder. And we'll do a new one, add new class. We're going to add a converter in here. Oh, I hate this namespace crap. Everything should not live in namespaces in a library. I'm sorry. I know everyone doesn't agree with that, but I do. Namespaces are for hiding things that people don't need to use. When you do need, where's that at under here? I thought it was somewhere right there. I can never find it. This is why I haven't fixed it. Because I can't ever find it. Oh, well, screw it. Giving up already. All right. Ooh, what just happened to my code? All right, so this converter class is going to be an abstract class. And we're going to have public, we'll make it async. We'll make it a task. Actually, what is my DC? New API is going to be tasks. This thing is SimpleAuth's old, so there's some legacy. So we'll leave the old one on there, but we'll have serialized task and HTTP request. Is that what it is? Did I spell request wrong? Let's go look in our API stuff. So client it's response. Is it a request message? I thought there's a request message. That's what I want. All right. So we're going to make this one take a request message. All right. And then we're going to do one that is going to be the exact opposite. Yeah, that should be right. Okay. Response message. All right, perfect. This is the API I want. So we'll have this little converter class. APIs will have a default. And we're going to port all of our internal stuff to use the new API. I am going to, for legacy purposes, leave the old deserialize that is not asynchronous. It's funny that serialize and deserialize is not async. Because, yeah, why? All right. Done, done, done. All right, add new class. I wonder if converter is the right name. All right, delete that. All right, so deserialize the message. This should be nice and easy. So what we'll do is we'll do var wait, do I have these backwards? Oh no, that's right. All right, so we'll do var equals response dot content dot read a stream async equals await. So this will get us the stream. And now what we can do, make that async. We can do task.run. JSON convert dot deserialize object, and we can do T. And isn't there one of these that takes a stream? Thought there was. Maybe it's not in that namespace. Oh, I have to create my own serializer? Why make me do the extra work? All right, so we're going to make one of these that are just static here. Okay, use text reader class with the stream. Oh, so I need to do a JSON text reader. All right, new JSON. This should be like an easy overload. I'm sorry, it really should be. Oh. It's not a text reader? All right. Add enough of those things in there. That is like ridiculous. That should be a one-liner. All right, perfect. I did not make the deserialize return. There we go. All right. Now serialize, we're going to do the same thing. Now on here, this is where we also need to, if we look at my old API stuff, default media type, if we're doing JSON, I wonder if we should pass that in. Like if it should be string. I wonder if we should pass that in because this should set it. Actually, we're going to leave it as it is because we'll just copy this over to our JSON one. Request dot content equals new. Actually, we're going to go copy some of this, but I think I do this. It's been a while since I've done this, but we already have this code. Okay, HTTP content. We create that HTTP content. Oh. Where do I do that at? Okay, so let's find references this. All right, so I'll pet the send object. This is what I'm looking at, string content. So maybe this thing should return its type. That's all right, because I let you override content type, and I don't want to if you pass that in. Oh, that's public and it returns a string? Why did I do that? That's all right, we'll leave that. Oh, well. Oh, no, most of those do that. All right, so this is what we need to do. Okay, so request. I wonder if we should do that to where it returns the content type. Just in case someone manually overrides that stuff. No, that's just weird. We're not going to do that. We're just going to set it ourselves. All right, so request dot headers dot content. And for this, we're just going to set it to application JSON because that's what this one does. And actually, then you can override it. Oh, media type goes there. That's right. All right. So what we'll do here is now all right, done, done, done. Let's get the JSON. Now here we'll do the same type of things. Actually, we don't need to do all that. We can just do that extension method's one I just ship inside of SimpleAuth. And that should be it. So now we have a JSON one, which we will make the default. And it can be used dun dun dun, that looks good. And people can always create their own because they can. That looks right. Now we have our little converter. All right, so APIs are going to now have public converter perfect. All right, and this or should I just call it straight up converter? Thoughts on naming, guys? It's called all right, we'll do that. Guess not. You guys liking that name? No thoughts? Everyone's quiet. Why is that not? Why is that complaining? Oh, I didn't do that at the raw level. That's right. We'll add it. We'll add it. And I'll just do that there. We'll make it abstract. All right, that's looking better. Let's run this puppy. Again, guys, you guys are quiet. Everyone's quiet today. Web Authenticator still exists. All right, let's just keep working on iOS and we'll fix Android. Yeah, I ditched that puppy. Do I need to restore? Let's just close solution. All right. See if this works. Anytime now. All right, let's go kill the bin object folder. What else to say? Needs to restore all the packages, so the easiest way is just to restart that. I really like the idea of this new API though. It should make it a lot easier for people to use this for more than just JSON REST APIs. And it can be used for anything. You could even do a SOAP then at that point. Don't know why you would, but you could. That's all that matters, is that you can. What? Come on. This was just working. We didn't update anything, did we? It's 2, 1. So one thing I do like about the native Safari thing is it now auto supports 1Pass or any password stuff managers. They just work. But why is this build not working? Just remove that NuGet because it's causing issues right now. All right. What were we just working on? Why, hello, Luce. How's it going? Oh, isn't that great? So we should probably give it a better error than that. We can do a better error. The user canceled. I wonder if I can catch a better example solution than that. All right. So we just were working on this. Yeah, that's building now. All right. So now we have the new converter serializer. Maybe we call it serializer. I don't know. Serializer is already taken. Oh, hey, this adds headers in there. When did I do that? All right. I like it. That's looking really good. Now let's go through and we need to fix the API. So for kicks, I am going to just put like a 1 here and see everywhere this place breaks. It's going to break lots of things. I just want to make sure I'm not using it if I don't have to. Lots of errors. I knew it. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to break backwards compatible, and that's a place where I'm going to use it internally. I'm still going to use it. I forgot I use it for all of that. But now here, this is where I can change this stuff. So this post T right now is using this post, which gets a string. We can fix that because under the hood, we can do a new one. This is where we need to clean stuff up. And we'll make it to where the ones that return the string still work. It'll just use the new stuff. And maybe we're even smart Response dot content dot read as string. Oh, I hate when it does this. Okay, this is one thing that's really annoying about generics. That just kills me whenever I have to write that code. I just did a check. If it is that, then turn it into that. And yeah. Kills me. Kills me. But that's a shortcut. So that way we're not even doing anything with JSON.NET. We're just like, oh, you want a string? Here's your string. It's yours. Oops, sorry. So now we'll be able to make our API to where this will just do go get a string. So this send message, we will change this, all of this. So this right here, you know, that could just return HTTP content. Kind of like that. What if that's what it does? Instead of that message, we just have it return the content. Huh. That's all we really care about, right? All right, and then we don't even need that. And converter. Okay, I like that. All right, so let's go into here. Dun, dun, dun. That looks better, much better. So now in our API, dot serialize. So much nicer, so much nicer. And you can just swap that crap out. All right, but now we need to do this. That's not cylindrical, or that's not a cycle. That should go to this one. Oh, it's because I didn't await it. Now it's not a cycle. Cycles, cycles. All right, so now, yeah, that's better. Okay. So we're going to create a new one of these. That returns a type T. Actually, we just need all right. Perfect. So now we have this one, which will just do all right. So now this will not be async. So that way we still have the old one. Path, content, method, query, headers, authenticated, method name. Woo! Just a little bit of code there. All right. I like it. And I can't help myself. That is one crazy method, guys. All right, so we're getting somewhere. We're really getting somewhere. We got that one. Now we've got to change this up. Right now it goes and gets that data. This is where we need to fix things, right? Await converter dot deserialize t. I like it. I like it a lot, a lot. Now we just need to go fix all the other places that do it. All right, so now all of these, let's actually fix those string ones for now. So we'll have the same thing. Let's undo the deserialize, right? Yeah, gotta clean that crap up. We're just gonna have to audit each of these individually. I think that's just what we need to do. All right. So now get this one. Falls down to the string, and the string does the send object. Oh, I was doing it on a background thread anyway, so it didn't matter. All right, so now await. Is that all it turns into as a one-liner now? Oh, I automatically turn that into a get. No, that should be right though. Path. Oh, it's async. Those get a lot easier now. So we just take okay. I can dig this. I'm deleting code. Format some code that looks bad. And yeah. Let's ditch this so I have a little bit more code space. And since all this is done with this root class, it should just be good. Kind of like it like this. All right, cleaning these up. This is going to be net deleting a lot of code. That always makes me happy. All right. Oops, wrong hotkey. And then the post where you want a string back, guess what? You get a string back. And we just added API. We didn't delete API. We changed the way it works, but hey, we're good. All right, so this one just calls into that. loving this. Now I'm going to have to run all my tests because luckily I have tests. Okay. All right. This one, the put, we need to do that. Oh, it's async. We need to ditch the asyncs. I'm really happy with this. I'm just double checking these. So there's 2 put strings. Just need to make sure I did the right ones. All right. Yeah, naming will make sure I do that. Not gonna lie, it makes me a little nervous doing all this, but you know, it's for the good of the lib. For the good of the lib. It'll be better. And this looks better and is easier to read when you're not zoomed in like I am, so that way other people can read it. Yeah, nice and concise. All right, so delete. Grab the right one. Trying to think where I like having the little arrow thingy. All right, so we've got that one. Sorry, this copy and pasting has to be boring, but you guys aren't talking to me, so it's not like we have anything else to talk about. And blame you all. I sit here and copy and paste hell. Eventually I'll be done. Just bob to my music. Okay. Tell you news about Maui? What do you want to know? So, work's supposed to start on it soon, which is really exciting. I'm going to be working heavy on the MVU stuff soonish. I'm going to do a lot of that on here because I can. Why not? I'm waiting on a few things from the Maui or from the forums team. They're working on some re-architecture of the repo and some things like that before I can really get going. But soon. So things that I do need before I can start working on it, I need the inversion of the references, so that way the renderers are the root and we have interfaces. So that way I can implement the interfaces on the MVU side. Yes, it will only be slim renderers. Only. That's all we're doing with Maui is only slim renderers. So we'll have the new slim renders. That's what I'm waiting is at least a start on those. But even more important than those, I need the cross-platform layout engine. So when the layout engine shows up and we have some renderers, I can start doing some MVU. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. And Shane actually did a pull request last week, was it? On fixing and getting the stuff out there for the re-architecture. So yes. Wait, what? Oh, that was not supposed to be cut. So that's what I know. I am playing with some stuff like I live streamed. I want to try and make a proper Skia backend. And so I'm working on that code generator based on Figma Sharp. Okay, we're at patch. That means we are almost there, guys. Post. What's that one? Post URL. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We are almost done. Funny thing is, notice, look at this. There's no patch in the enums for .NET, or there used to not be. I remember like, wait, how do I do patch content? You don't. Well, you do. You just have to manually do it yourself. Which I found kind of funny. Oh, this needs to be T. Ooh, oh. Come on, double click. All right. Post URL just returns a string. Oh, wait, post message. It's hilarious. All right. Why do I have that? Why? How is that different than post? All right. Well, is what it is. We'll leave that one how it is. They don't get why we have it. Post. This one's still doing our old deserialize. That needs fixed. What are these ones? These don't have any of the extra crap. So we have all these posts. Like, this has everything you need. Like, why do I have these? Like I said, I don't want to break backwards compat. Wait, if data is null, return deserialize? All right. Let's go to where we just were on that post. Let's work on that. Okay. Here we are. This one right here. All right. Done. Done. Make it use the new stuff. As long as... No, the other stuff does the send message directly, so we're good. Again, another one. Why? Why? Okay, post message, that's good, that's good. Send object message. Okay, that's using the new converter stuff. Perfect, perfect. Can I change this? Why do that convert in two places? Cleaner code. All right, perfect. That's good. Leave some white space. Send object still good. All right, get types. Dun, 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 does all that fancy filling everything out via attributes or the headers. Send message. Like I said, we're going to leave these because I do use these internally. Yay! All right, let's run some tests. I haven't ran the tests and we've done a lot of stuff. All right, so to unit tests. What's the chances all the tests still work? They should. They really should. All right, native tabs. It won't. Web Authenticator, I didn't kill Web Authenticator. And obviously it's there. What are you talking about, native tabs? Okay, let's just disable that one during this build configuration because we're building debug iPhone simulator. Goodbye tabs. No Droid stuff's in there. All right, much better. Now we should be able to run the tests without it complaining about that. We need to go figure out what's going on with Android. Well, let's fix iOS first. Anytime now tests. You can do it. Failed test. Oh no, that's the purple it's running. I'm like, failed? What failed? My tests don't fail. These tests should be way the crap faster than this. Like, way faster than this. I don't have a lot of tests, but they do run. I don't know why they're so slow right now. They're running though. Go, go tests. All green, all green. One more. Moment of truth. Calling it.
60% of the time, it works every time.
All right. That makes me happy, actually. That means I didn't break backwards compatibility. We only have new API, except the old API uses the new stuff, and it's faster, more efficient. No more double copying. Double copying has gone out the window. And right now I only have the JSON converter, but if you do need to do a specific API that needs, I don't know, why can't I remember the name of that binary format from Google that a lot of things use now? We can now use that because we can just throw one of these in there and it'll just spit that crap out. Super awesome. And that makes me happy. All right. Sweet. That's the big rearca that I wanted to do. I'm wondering if there's any other cleanup we need to do. Let's commit this stuff. We'll fix Android. I should try fixing the Google iOS sign-in. I don't know why that's being finicky on me. All right, so let's uncheck crap. Let's see what we're gonna check in. API. Oh, I shouldn't have did code form. I did code formatting as well. Shouldn't have done that. Now we're getting white noise. I'm gonna do those in 2 commits. It's gonna be a pain, but we're gonna do it. All right. We're gonna add that in there. Adding that in there. So much white noise. Oops, get all of it. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. This is my favorite feature of the GitHub app. This is why I use it. It is a selective committing. Now I don't have to do all this white noise. I don't know why I'm so particular about all the white noise changes. I'm fine with them when done right. That's white noise. I think I'm going to need that one though to do this. Sorry, this is a lot of changes. Big commit. Probably would have been faster to like add it all than remove the stuff at the top. Look at that. I love that when you're like deleting, add 2 lines. All right. This is now we're getting into white space changes there. We will commit this stuff, just not yet. Somewhere right in here. That's the part that's not white noise. That's why I like them separated out though, because it's so hard to lose that. I need to do this all in one because that try catch. No, that should be fine. Doing that as one because it still has the try, enter. Okay, that's good. A little bit of white noise, not much. More white noise. Oh, I should check. What's that send message? Oh, that returns a response. That's fine. So much white noise. Okay. All right, so added deal with HTTP. All right, so we're gonna do that. Now I'm gonna check that in. But it's a separate commit now, and that's what I like. So that way, if you're diffing, you can see that was absolutely no value in that commit. Well, aside from cleaner code, but no real value, so you don't even have to like pay attention to it. I like that. My own preference there. All right. I think iOS is in good shape. It does, and I mean, they both now have the converter stuff. That's cross-platform. Now let's see why Android is being crazy. Let's go to Droid, debug, run it on a newer device. And I am going to click build on this, and it's going to take a minute, and I'm going to AFK really quick while this build goes, because it's, I want to start the build first. Are you not going to start my simulator or emulator? What are you doing? Visual Studio? Android Device Manager, are you going to launch? All right. They're not running. Why does it say stop? What is it? Yeah. Oh, wait, nope, now it's gone. Just being really slow. Which one is that? All right, well, let's just, can't. Oh, I need to close this first. Now I'm just going to do rebuild all. Now I'm going to AFK while this thing, hey, that's already booted. While that builds. Be right back.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
All right. Back. Okay. Bill there was expecting something. All right. For which project? SimpleAuth Droid. Where is that setting at? You think they'd just tell you where that is? Where's that setting at? All right, let's just edit CS Proj. All right, the value. You don't exist anymore. Done. Updated. Is it going to build this time? What was it complaining about all that native tabs crap earlier? It must have been because the other root project couldn't build because of this, and it didn't tell me that. Why is this sample so much uglier than the other one? What's the error? What's the error? Well, what's the call stack or something? I need something to work on. Oh, invalid URI or URI. Okay, so that means, ooh, look at that bad. See that mixed tabs and spaces? Do I have more of that? Yes, I do. We're gonna do a quick. I wish I could just like say, do everything. Killing me, Smalls. I started adding in that tabs and spaces visualize, like, so I can visually see it, because this happened to me all the time. I'm like, it would sometimes IDE settings, it'd get confused, or I have no idea. We're gonna do a mass code formatting. These are horrible to do because it's so hard if people have forked and are trying to do pull requests. But this isn't that active of a project because it just works pretty good. Every once in a while, I just go through and do these mass formats. Come on. Control I is the hotkey in Visual Studio. Oh, wait, and that one's not going to do it because that's that if defs. Which one was I on? I was on. Like that. Now you will. I don't know if you guys can hear the dog barking. Barking dogs. He's loud. All right, and those ones should be fine. Get those. It'll be like this big commit of all this deleting. It's like, wow, I did so much work. If you're ever contributing to someone's open source project, don't do this though for them though, because they're normally not very good commits. Not very useful. But on your own projects, absolutely do this regularly. Is this mixed? Now, if you were just to go through on any of mine and remove the mixed spaces tabs thing, make it consistent, I'd be okay with that, but I'd just mass formatting commits, or ReSharper said do this. Those are fun. All right, get those once in a while. Oops, not Control U, Control I. Almost done formatting all these. Okay, my music just got really slow. Let me pick a new station. All right. Fix the root library. And we are going to commit all this. Ooh, that is a separate commit. You're not doing the redesigner ones. That looks good. As code formatting. All right, push that up. Now this is an important commit. We'll do this as a separate one. All right, so we're moving that, push that up. Let's close a bunch of stuff. Let's go look at our sample, because there's something with our sample on Droid. We could just run the form sample. All right, so let's look at this. Oh. All right. Which one is our button that does the generic? Of course that's going to blow up. Can't parse. Those aren't real URLs. All right, so not my sample's fault. What? Okay, you can leave. Okay. Being told the dog has been banished to my room. Ah, her nose is so gold. You guys can't see her, but her height is perfect high. What? You're banished to my office? Her hair is just as shaggy as mine right now. Oh, I know. I like the auto formatting stuff. I really should do some of those. All right. So let's try Google Native. Google Native works. I love it. All right. If I go back, authentication canceled. Don't put me in a loop though. All right, we're not. Facebook native. All right. This is exciting when it all just works. All right, I'm going to cancel. Don't actually need to log into those. All right, and so we know this one's using Google Native because of this SimpleAuth init. Now, if we remove that and we run that again, we will notice that the Google login will be slightly different. So this project actually doesn't have any CI. I need to put Google Actions on this one. That's what I need to figure out. Google no longer supports web authentication. All right. But don't I do... All right, ooh. All right. So let's see what's going on there. That's an exception I throw, telling you to use that and what to go do. I like it. Okay. All right. So yeah, you must use Google Native. Let's update their pack. I wonder if this one was complaining about the package. Yeah, why is that in there twice? We might update the Android one, see if it updates nicer. And they slam my door. It might not complain until I click the Google Native. Oh, it's not even going to complain. It's all right. Let's see if we can update stuff. I have not been doing anything on this for a while, so let's update Google Play Services. I wonder if I should update, because that'll force the dependency to update. What's the general consensus on that stuff with the iOS and Android? Like always updating to the newest libraries? Is that something that you guys, people prefer? Because I mean, it's backwards compatible. And you can always use the old version of SimpleAuth. I'm going to update them all. Let's do it. Yeah, I agree. I like to update everything too. So we'll need to update the NuGet stuff as well. Mass update. I should have committed those code formatting changes first. Didn't I just do something? All right, push that up. Now let's get all this stuff updated. Come on, NuGet updater. You can do it. I don't know if you guys notice my volume. I adjust it based on how much I'm thinking. On these boring tasks with no thought process, my music gets a little loud. And I just subconsciously just mess with it. It's like, oh, it needs up or down. All right, that's updated. That's updated. Let's go check. We know the Google iOS one's being a pain. We're going to try the iOS. We're going to update the Android one. And then maybe we can fight the iOS update. I haven't updated JSON.NET. I might do that too. All right, update that. This is exciting. SimpleAuth's getting, I really like this lib. I really use it a lot. It's my most used library of mine. If you're not using it, you should try it. Let me know what you think. I mean, just that code is so simple. Wow. This NuGet restoring is killing me. All right, I think I've updated everything but JSON.NET. All right, so let's clean everything. And let's rebuild the world. I think this might work. Oh, build 3 builders. I fixed that, just not on all of them. Forms droid. Edit project. Done. Settings doesn't contain app ID anymore. Same changes like we had on the other one. Okay, I can support that, simplifying the name. Turn to the view controller. What else do I need? I can't just await it. Why not? Come on. I don't want to do it. Oh, so sad. All right. We are going. All right, so let's do. What did that give out before? All right, so we've got this stuff. What's this handler? LSense isn't going to help me. Result error. All right, so TCS, I love task completion sources. So what we're going to do in here is we're just going to do this. If, okay, we do that in a thing. Okay, if error, no new exception, and I don't know, error dot to string. All right. All right. Now that code's good. Callbacks over async though. Come on, people. Come on. Who does that? Who does that? The bindings can even automatically do that, I believe. I can't remember, but I thought they could. All right. This is good. We're getting all these things updated. Nothing like updating the world and it's not fighting back. Not too bad. Oops. How many of these are there? Forms droid. I fixed that in Forms droid. There's another one. All right, let's scroll through. All right, now I got them all. You got this. You got this, computer. Why is my CPU is like so pegged? You're not doing anything. Why are you still at 100%? %. All right, it's calming down. Okay, so everything built. We just updated everything with very little code changes needed. Did I didn't do the Google one yet. So we'll leave there. Maybe we'll go fight the Google one. All right, designer stuff. That looks good. Wow, went from 4 to 7. I haven't updated. Told you this thing's stable. I just don't need to update versions very often. All right, that looks good. All right. Book native. Perfect. Let's push that up. Now let's go fix iOS. Disregard those changes. If I'm getting linker issues no matter what, I might as well fix them. All right. Build clean all. I'm actually going to close the solution. I'm going to restart the IDE. Since I'm having these weird linker issues, I'm just going to go nuts on these bin object folders. Let's let them go die in a fire. Don't need them anymore. All right, let's restart. Oh, the stream helper. Oh, but no, not my calendar. I want Visual Studio. Let's see if we can get Google updated on iOS. iOS is normally the easy one. Maybe we can redo this to do the MS SDK build extra stuff. I might do that. I really like the MS build stuff. That SDK extra stuff is just awesome. All right, update. You can do it. I like how it's making me accept those again. I'm like, I just accepted. Same versions. I'm just going to do it again. Clean all. Please clean. Let's start by fixing the build on this again. We know that same issues where things don't exist anymore. I wonder why that UI delegate's gone. Do I even need that? Fix the lowercasing issues. This is the UI stuff that it used to do. So if I've ditched that interface, I'm not going to get that. I wonder. I'm worried I'm not going to get those presenting stuff anymore. Let's go see what's in this sign-in delegate. Nothing. Nothing. Does this thing still have the UI one and we just ditched it for some reason? Where do I get the source for this thing? I want to see it on GitHub because this thing's got to be open source, right? Maybe it's not. Is this going to tell me the API for this somewhere? Oh, we can also download it manually. Let's download it manually and look at that. What's that thing called? All right. All right, let's see if it's going to show us. I don't think they do it anymore. They did ditch it. So all this UI. All right, well, we're going to have to. Is it going to tell me on cancels though? See, I injected all that cancel crap in there. All right, well, this stuff's not used anymore. We're going to need to test this Google sign-in. Is what it is. Let's hope that's good enough. Let's go check the sample out. Make sure sample is... Oops. Make sure it's using the new thing. All right. Presenting view controller must be set. All right, let's undo some of that code I just deleted. All right. Hey, thanks for the follow, Klaus and Dev Walker. Awesome. All right, so I think we've got that. So now current. Var, no. Come on. PC. All right, so that'll get us our root. Let's try that. Wait, what? Oh, I need to set this to null. Root view controller can't be null anymore, so I don't even need to check that. All right, that should be good. You used to be able to have a null root view controller back in what, iOS 6? It's been a while. I'm not going to worry about that anymore. Hey, that's not right. Is it? Let's try it. Oh, yep, it is. Okay. Yes. We're signing in. Let's hit cancel, see what happens. Hit the exception. Now, can I get that to... All right, I might be able to catch that exception. I don't know why I override something and just call it. Actually, I don't need to dispose this anymore either, because there's a shared instance. All right. Here's the exception. So this is what we need to pay attention to. Let's go check what that exception is. If we can catch the specific type of exception, we can make this a cancel now instead of that whole try set. Yeah. Oh, errors. No errors. Okay, that's just DLLs, not being DLLs, being locked. So what fun things are people up to lately? I've been doing some house remodel stuff. Been working on painting my bedroom because my wife didn't like the colors since we moved in 5 years ago. So finally painting those. Been working on the motorhome, doing flooring and stuff. Got plenty of other things to do that need fixed on it. All right, cancel. Wonder if there's a code. Let's do that. That's gonna look a lot nicer. Didn't we just do that on Facebook too? Yeah, that'll be nicer. That way it's not that giant. Still got that weird error? User canceled. Perfect. Continue. Cancel. Yeah, that's looking better. The user canceled. I like it. Working great. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Cancel. I don't have that one in a try catch. Always try catch authentication and web calls. Not your samples crash. No try catch. No try catch. But the Android one or the Google one's in a try catch. All right. Well, I'm pretty happy. We've got iOS updated. Got Android updated. Why do I keep opening Slack? Sorry, guys. Not used to doing that. All right. So let's get some code committed. I might get these designer files checked in, so I'll stop complaining because they're going to keep regenerating. All right, we're not committing that yet. We'll do all those in one file. We'll do a code formatting one. All right, so updated that one. A lot of white noise, but it's all right. That one's a lot of white noise. All right. Done. Let's get some white noise commits in here. All right. I'm feeling good about this commits. We did good today. I'm really happy with where SimpleAuth's looking like. SimpleAuth. Do I not have a Mac sample? I use it on Mac. That's what I use on Google Music or my G Music on Mac. So it works there, but I didn't have a sample in here for it. All right. I think I've done all the to-do list stuff I wanted to do on SimpleAuth. Anything else I should do? Anything you guys can think of? I don't know why I'm always hesitant to update the Newtonsoft requirement, or Jason, I just do have in there that the package requires a minimum of whatever version I'm on, but then I let you use whatever, so I don't like force that version. All right. We may need to update the docs on this thing. Because the README might have stuff in here on iOS. Oh, I do have some CI stuff. I don't automatically do my NuGets though. The nuggets. All right, web view. All right, so the web view is not handled for you on iOS. It uses the native stuff. So I wonder if that needs brought out, because that's not valid anymore. So we delete it from the docs. So you don't have to call activate. I now call that for you. Okay. And this markdown editor is called Macdown. I like it. I use it quite a bit on here. It's not about Macdown. Clever name, but it works great. I use it. I like it. And it does pretty good. All right. Update the README. Has a format button. Are you talking about like that where you can visualize the format, or to like format the code? Oh yeah, it has all those and like the code snippets. It's really nice. Yes, I really like it. And just seeing the live preview right there. And it's quick. All right. Is there something else I should work on? Anything you guys want to see? Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys you want to build? If not, I might end streaming a little early, unless there's things. Questions? Yes, ask away. Ask away. Well, you're asking your question. I might work on updating the minimum versions in my new spec stuff. All right. So in here, sample. Let's start with Facebook. You're building a media player app? Oh, so exciting. Do you know what I missed? You can't receive commands from the Bluetooth headphones? That should just come through the system stuff, doesn't it? I don't know if I've specifically tested that. We can check. If I did it, it will be a, oh, you're using VLC to play media. I've seen Exoplayer, but I've never used it. So are you doing just audio or are you doing video and all that? VLC is great. I do like VLC. I have tried using it before, but I've never gone through with it fully. So I have done, if I've done this, if you're just doing audio and streaming, my favorite library is Base. It's my favorite. So you do realize that I open source Gmusic, right? Oh, no, not Google / Clancy / Gmusic. I've got... You could not run it? The iAndroid version's a little bit behind. Which version were you trying to run? The current version, or were you trying to run the Forms version? Because if you're having issues, let me know what they are, and I can try and fix them. This repo's behind. Forms version, shell branch. Let's clone it. Let's test. So either way though, my audio playback's in there and I love my audio playback. What's all this? All right, let's repository, hold on. But let me check this. So shell's older, but it should still work. Hey, they finally fixed that. The show and finder was broken in GitHub for so long. Drove me nuts. All right. So was any part in particular not working? Which part? I need to work on this one a bit because it is code formatting kills me when I see that. So to the .so files, okay, those are easy to get. I don't think I committed those, did I? Or they are committed. Let's run it. If you're having an issue though, I want to know what it is. I want to fix it. Oh, I only had the 9 opened. Oh, now I got 2 emulators. You never have too many emulators open, right? All right. I don't think you have to do anything special at all. Should be able to just clone and build it on this one. This one doesn't have all the setup that the real one does. So the real one does have it, but it has a setup script that you can just run. And this goes and like clones all the repos where it needs them to be and sets things up. So it's pretty good. Last I checked, it still worked. I still use the old one. That's what's playing the music I'm listening to right now is the Mac version on this. No, the script wasn't just for iOS, the setup script. It needs more things for iOS, but like this is shared, this is shared, this is shared. Simple tables is shared. But this one I don't think has a script, does it? Gmusic dash, is it .forms? Or is it dash forms? This one doesn't even have a setup script. It doesn't need it. If it'll build, still building. But even if you don't use my stuff, you can. Oh, if you're having issues with the playback, you're having issues with the playback. Lots of outdated stuff. So these .so files, you download them directly from Unforeseen. So you can come in here and just come to the base and go to, if you're open source, it's free, which is awesome. But iOS and Android, he always releases them via his forums. So you can just come in here and just download the .so files. And the ones I have are out of date. But yeah, they're just right there chilling. And I should update them. And so I have those for that. And then on iOS, I have the native, I just have the .sos or .as linked right there. All right, come on. Let's see this thing go. Is it going to finish building? What is it doing? I'm going to stop it. Nope. I'll just plug and play. So the binding stuff that you're using is I am using managed base. That's the binding. They just don't ship the .so or the .a files. So if you add managed base and you add these in as the native references, you're done. So you can use my code for playback is built off that. So I have multiple playbacks. Hey, Lachlan, how's it going? So I ship multiple playback options on here. I have the AV media player and I have bass. I use the AV media player for my video playback. And then on Android, I have both as well. I think I had both. Where's the... I had media playback on that, didn't I? On this branch? I think, oh, I only do bass on Android for this one. I have on G Music, the old real G Music has both. This has lots of playback options, I think, because it has the movie player and all that. So it's commented out right now. Too funny. I thought I did that though. But yeah, so I have the media player stuff that actually plays it off the real media player. And I mean, the Android one's never been complete as my iOS ones. I'm just being honest with that. But I think I do all the remote control receiver stuff. I mean, this is what should come through those actions. So if you use this should get the Bluetooth stuff. Go steal this file. Yep. So yeah, let me see if this will still build. Is it? It's supposed to be building. It's lying. It's doing something. All right, well, it's still building. It's doing something. Don't know why it's still building. Yeah, check those bits out. I might not have moved those over to the forums. So the forums one's not as complete. I need to keep working on the forums one. I was having fun. That's what I was doing for my Wednesday streams for a long time. And I even did a branch where I even did it with Comet, which was kind of fun, where I was mixing and matching. I'm going to have to get it rewritten into Maui at some point. But yes, I want to get it farther along and I want to get more on it. All right. Yeah, it definitely... Visual Studio will build. All right, let's restart Visual Studio. I don't know what else to say. And let's see if it builds for me. All right, any other questions or any other things you guys want to look at or play with? Let's try this one last time. No, don't start an emulator again. It's already running. Okay, maybe it's not. It just showed the folder opening on my screen. I'm like, come on. Shimon Lee. I know. Never have enough emulators. Maybe I just need to update all the packages on this one. The non-shell one is farther along though. Oh, builder! Something changed. Something changed. All right, at least I got an error that time. So doing this thing right here, where we're doing this thing with this renderer, I've been thinking more about stuff for Maui. Right now, Maui's early enough along, we can probably get away with this. I would like to add right now we have background color, right? I want to add background. And if you do background, it'll just be any view you want. Why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? My Visual Studio's drunk. So you play with the Maui bits into the comment repo, but just iOS. Yeah, the iOS is better than the Android, unfortunately. I need to work more on it. Come on! You're killing me! You quit my emulators. I don't want you anymore. I know, I need to give Android more love. I really, really do. I really do. So I've actually been doing more stuff with Android, which will make me do more Android. So on my motorhome, living in Alaska, a stereo is kind of useless because Alaska is so big. And once you drive for more than an hour, all your stations don't work and things like that, right? And you can't just like listen to the radio. And so I want to do more. Let me go grab this. Almost back. So I have this thing that I'm playing with. This is an Odroid N2 with a touchscreen. And so it's a really awesome Android device. I'm actually running Android OS on it. And my son has been using it as a Nintendo 64 emulator. Well, I'm not working on it, but this I'm building a car stereo out of. So it's pure Android based, and I want to build a mobile offline thing. So I have a Raspberry Pi 4, which runs Plex in a Plex server. And unfortunately, I was thinking, oh, I'll just use like PlexAmp, but PlexAmp does not work good. Android has a custom ROM. I didn't do it. I didn't compile it myself, so I'm using theirs. Or Odroid does, so I'm using the one from them. You can actually, when you buy those, you can have them, instead of using SD cards, you can have them send the little NAND flash chips. That's that little guy right there, 64 gig one. It's from Hard Kernel, and it comes pre-installed with the OS on it, which is awesome. So I didn't even have to install the OS or do anything like that. So I'm going to be doing more with Android because of that. Well, I don't know what this is doing. It is started. Let's restart the IDE again. We were just doing Android when we were doing SimpleAuth. Come on, you know you want to quit. Please? So I needed to have like offline media and stuff. And I already have like Google Maps working on that, which is pretty sweet. And I have a little GPS receiver. So I don't know, I'm having fun with it. So I'm going to be building more Android stuff because I need it in my motorhome. But yeah, I'm running a little Plex server that has movies, TV shows. No, I didn't do any TV shows because they're kind of a pain to sync. But it has movies on it and also audio, MP3s. So at that point, why is that? Oh, no, that's right, indented. But yeah, so I'm going to work on getting Gmusic working better, and on that, meant to work from a local media server. Yeah, I use iOS. It's my main device is an iPhone, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing the Android stuff too because you work on what you have in front of you. All right, it says it's building this time. Okay. 3 builds succeeded. Starting. It's already started. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it unlogs me out of my account stuff. I was gonna. Oh, whoa, where did that window go? That window just disappeared. Come on. Okay. Hotkeys. That made it come back. I'm gonna sign in really quick. Oh, come on. Just getting it logged in. Almost in. I'll update. I'm on a weird preview version, and this authenticator thing always logs me out. Like, it's insane how often it logs me out. And our Microsoft login process is crazy. Gotta show my face. All right. I'm in. This thing takes a while. All right. I'm in. Now I can update back to my private previews I was on. Internal preview. Wow, it hasn't updated in a while because it's been off. Let's get this updated and see if that works. All right, but yes, check that out. Let me know if you have any issues. Send pull requests. If you want to work on this Gmusic Forms thing with me, go for it. Send pull requests. I would gladly love it, especially since I tend to focus more on the iOS and less on the Android. So I don't actually use the Forms version yet. I just did it as an exercise. I'm still using the original version, which I haven't worked on in a while. But Google's killing Google Music right now. I'm like, why? This whole YouTube migration process has been such a headache. Sad. I don't want videos. I want music, not music videos. Video did not kill the radio star. I'm sorry. Didn't happen. I don't know why they're trying to force it. But I may get Gmusic working in its form against YouTube and let you use that so you don't have to be stuck in some music video nonsense. Might be time for a comeback. All right, updates are going. So many updates. All right, anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you guys want to look at? Any code you want to do? If not, I might end this puppy. And we can try again next week. I might go back to working on some of the Figma Sharp stuff next. Figma Sharp might be coming back. Working on that. Trying to get more UI drawn. Silence. Guess you guys have had enough of me. I don't blame you. All right. Well, I'm going to let this updater go. What sounds funny? All right. It's almost done updating. Yeah. Figma Sharp. I know. It's such a weird name. But it makes sense with Figma and C# client. So I'm enjoying the Skia stuff that's coming off of it. It's been really fun watching it just... Nope. Wrong sample. This thing being completely drawn in animated without me doing any drawing code, that's just exciting. So I'm having fun with it. I just got to get more controls working and then, yeah. Done the easy ones. All right. Well, thanks guys. It's been a fun stream. I'm glad we got SimpleAuth updated in a better state. I'm going to work on updating the NuGet. That's a manual process still. I have to update. Not like you guys want to watch me do that and match versions. And then I just got to build it and ship it. Package it and go. All right. Thanks guys. I will be back next week probably. I might do late. I don't think I'll stream later this week. Next week's probably the next time. All right. Thanks guys. See you later. Oh, let's find someone to raid first before we all take off. What am I thinking? Who do we raid? Who's live streaming right now? There's got to be someone else doing something fun. Some people playing games. Unity dev. More Unity dev. I'm just looking through the live coders team, seeing what people are working on. CSS. Get some racing simulators. Anyone have anyone they wanna raid? Who do you guys like to watch? Let me see who's going on Belly.io. See who's coding. Game dev. Lots of game dev going on right now, guys. Some flight simulator. Oh, Monday hackathon for my Tesla. Let's go. I didn't know he was streaming. Let's go check out what he's doing. All right. He's going to be doing Xamarin stuff. All right. Let's rave Suave Pirate, and I will see you guys later. Let's go show him some love first, though.